this, man.
A lot of shit. Y'all looking like predators.
Let's go.
No game shit. But I got the remedy for it. They don't really want to see you with some real motion. So I focus on this paper, yeah, still growing. Heavy gas getting twirled, yeah, we still smoking. The hate real, but the love about to overthrow it. Polo got the packs out in Bridgeport, about to run it up. Bag after bag, get money. What you showing us? Gino, get the C notes. I'm about to cop a Rover truck. All I see is money, haters sick. See him throwing up. Ill. What we doing is the lingo. Watch me blow it up. What we doing? And tell them labels we ain't signing for them little bucks. Staying clear of snakes and the leeches. About to take a trip, probably hit a few beaches. Drop a couple K's on a couple fits. Another 2,500, a couple kicks. Italian chick rolling spliffs in a foreign whip. Roll that up. And she keep the shit clean, so immaculate. Clean, bitch.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We are in the building right now. Ain't no playing. Yeah.
Too much talking, I ain't never watched them. I don't see them. I just keep on getting money, they can never stop it. Never. About to cop me 20 acres somewhere in the mountains. In the hideout. While y'all worry about some packs who got the better ounces.
Yeah. Brian, what up?
For the forest, linking up with farmers. Growing Might shit. Just make a football field, stretching extra yardage. Scoring Beg your pardon, money spreading like I'm whipping.
Hit that like button, double tap the screen.
Movement is just getting started. Had to cut some people off, they acted real retarded. They faking. Snaking for some little paper, burn the bridge they crossing. Burn 300K in all 20s trying to fill a pool. Water. The hating talking's all buried, think it's reaching who? Nobody. They say that money is the root of all evil too. True. But when you coming from the bottom, gotta
it's Monday. It's a fact.
They said that money is the root of all evil too. Starving. But when you coming from the bottom,
it's Monday. It's a fact. We're gonna give y'all good content today.
So I ain't gotta wait.
We was on a trip this weekend in Delaware. I got some content.
A couple storms got me moving at a pace. Slow. Stacking up this chicken while I finish up the race. Mine is on my money now, so I ain't gotta wait. Bad. They hating.
Good morning.
Obvious, you can see it in their face. Bad. The weather, a couple storms got me moving at a pace.
What we doing?
Stacking up this chicken while I finish up the race. Yeah. Before the common ground, I was breaking common law. Ran a whole projects in the South like I was out on tour. Moving butt and pushing raw. Couple haters wanted raw, but the team I'm running with kicking down your mother's door. State boys trying to book us said we had an operation. I heard money coming fast and they snitching with no hesitation. Word. Phone going off, got the word. Haters jealous of it. Gas station pumping out the za with some better thunder. Everywhere around the city. Now all the hustlers know us. What we doing stacking chicken. All we doing running numbers. 8K off the liquor, Ferris Ave, that's just the summer. I'ma do it big, clip $1 million, and that's worth the money. Mind is on my money now, so I ain't gotta wait. Paper hating, looking obvious, you can see it in they face. Had the weather, a couple storms got me moving at a pace. At my pace. Stacking up this chicken while I finish up the race. Mine is on my money now, so I ain't gotta wait. Bad. They hating, looking obvious, you can see it in they face.
Let's go. Shout out to everybody here.
Stacking up this chicken while I finish.
Shout outs to everybody in the chat. Double tap the screen. We about to take off. I got some content for y'all today. We about to get into it. I'm just getting everything together. Don't worry, I'm getting everything together. We running this.
Look at yourself.
Get up and get some money. Pranab, what up, JN? Brian, 52. It's time to get to the bag.
Ghetto's broke, but it's a melting pot.
Melting pot.
Yeah. You either slinging dope or you selling rocks. Marijuana in the flower pot. Cognac or suburban scotch. MOT, money over thoughts. MOT, money over thoughts.
Money over bitches.
Since a little shorty, I never listened. Had to shoot my shot. Shoot it. Cocaine on the hot blocks. Got a nigga knocked in the day room, in a day chair. Now I'm figuring how to beat the years. Visualize all my mama's tears. Hosted bond, now I'm out of there. Feel the hate, so the bag is near. Close.
I had a cell phone on my cell block.
Prison.
Just to call home and make sure the drop was in the mailbox. Fox and Deuce, ramen soups. I had a locker full, kept a lock and a sock and an ox in my boxer briefs. And a few ops due to the hospital.
Infirmary.
I declared war and they called the truce. Fatigues on in black boots. Tactical, y'all dressing cute, looking radical. I'm all for the bull like a matador. Still slinging packs on the avenue. Walk in the club, get the weapons through.
Yeah, we back, y'all.
Man, leave that nigga alone, man. Let's go and get this money.
We about to drop some content,
that
get y'all right.
Lay down, sleep all goddamn day.
Gotta get to the
The
money.
more you sleep, the less money you get.
Salute to y'all.
Fat chicken, nigga. Now I'm back home, you know it's back on, let the stacks form. R.I.P. cause the trap's gone, found a new lane, getting new change. How I do things, right. Got a music band in every domain, everywhere. A few connects, tied a few strings. No game sign like I'm Bruce Wayne. See it? New Rock City bringing Gotham out. Why yo baby, I'm in Yonkers now. Take a trip with me, come and mob it out. Moving, curling my weed, I'm a monster growl. My grizzly shit. Second oldest chicken, yes it is me, bitch. Yes, niggas hating this on they buster shit. Haters talking about catching need a mustard hit. Mustard shit real easy, ain't no luck with it. Who can fuck with it, bitch?
I walked the plug for 1,000 grams of kilo. I want a piece of land in a Mercedes Benz.
We about to get into this shit, babe.
Fuck making friends, I wanna make some ends.
Salute to everybody out there getting to the money.
If the beef is lit, we never make amends. Look at you, motherfucker! You ain't shit! Sad cause you black, motherfucker. Letting that bitch bring you down. This motherfucker need to understand. Money!
Salute to everybody in the building. What up with y'all, man? It's No Game, man. No Game TV morning show. I'm your host, No Game Records. Man, I got a lot of content for you, man. First and foremost, I want to thank the higher power for waking me up to get to this bag. I want to thank all my people that's, following the show. If you new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell that reminds you when I go live, because I'm talking real shit. No, I'm not in no gang. My gang is me and my kids. That's who I do this for. So I'm not one of them guys that, follow people. I lead. But shout outs to my brother Shay Baby TV. Make sure y'all follow my brother at Shay Baby TV on the show. On YouTube, y'all can follow him. He got a podcast. He's doing some major work. He brought me out to Delaware this past weekend to the Philadelphia 76ers G League facility gym. He was hosting an event, getting content, doing interviews. 3-on-3 compete guard play is a 3-on-3 thing, man, that's happening out there. Shout outs to everybody involved with that, man. We had a good weekend. We got a lot of content. Shout outs to the Hezzy God. I had got next to the Hezzy God, talked some stuff. We got some interviews. I took a couple flicks. We might bring a tournament out our way, bring a Hezzy God to the forefront. Stay tuned for that, right? But what's going on, and what I want y'all to understand what's happening right now, right, is they got new laws. There's new laws coming out. And it's a lot going on. We need y'all to understand that these people with the gun laws, they creating gun laws for us. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because certain people do not need to have guns in their possession. You know what I mean? With all the madness that's going on right now, like, there's a lot going on. So, yeah, let's talk about it. I want to get into that content. But first, let's talk about the Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion situation, because that shit is crazy. Everybody was all happy, and all the women had a lot to say about the Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion situation, but I hope Meg Thee Stallion didn't think that she was going to lock that man down. I don't know what's up with these musicians and entertainers, searching for, people that's famous just like them. I don't know what makes you think that you're the only one that's attractive to his eyes. Like, that man didn't see a bunch of beautiful women all over the place. That man saw a bunch of beautiful women all over the place, all over the world. Don't forget, this man traveled the world. He played for, didn't he play for the U.S. team one time? He's a world champion. The shit is real. What made her think that she was going to do anything to the nature of changing that man? Yeah, you gave him some soul food. Newsflash, Klay Thompson's black. Klay Thompson is black. So I don't know what you thought by what you was doing, but in all actuality, that wasn't it. So Klay Thompson slides on Meg Thee Stallion, he cheats, and everybody's making it a whole big deal of the situation like it's something crazy, right? And I'm not going to, I'm not going to stay on that too much. We not going to stay on that too much, but I want to bring something up, right? I want to bring something up. This is crazy. Everybody should let that man be. Everybody saying we not surprised at Klay Thompson. We gonna go to. I want to go to the Breakfast Club on this one. I want to hear what the Breakfast Club got to say. Shout outs to Jess Hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear what Jess Hilarious has to say about this whole situation. Let's get into that. Let's hear what they talking about at the Breakfast Club. Shout outs to them.
Meg Thee Stallion had posted online that her and Klay Thompson were donezo.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a thing that, like, so she posted that Klay Thompson had been leading her on. She says that he brought her around his whole family playing house. Then he got cold feet.
What do you mean? How could he be leading you on when he realized what type of person that he was dealing with? He might have been, somebody in Tory Lane's camp might have got in touch with him and said, yo, man, don't do it. I'm just putting that out there. Somebody got next to Klay Thompson and said, she's not the one you want to be next to, bro.
She says that she was holding him down through all of his horrible mood swings and his treatment towards her during basketball season, and now he doesn't know if he can be monogamous. She said,
I don't know what's wrong with certain women. Certain women like Meg Thee Stallion, you think you came into that man's life. He could have had anybody. You was just a thrill and a good time.
I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. Right?
Damn.
Yeah. So that, of course.
What you mean she need a real break after this one? Your whole, allegedly, this is what I'm saying. Her whole image is being a hot girl. Wasn't you a hot girl? Looked like somebody cooled you off. No freaky. I thought it was a hot girl summer, but you got treated just like any average chick that thought she was the one that can control a situation. That's a problem with a lot of women like that. A lot of women think they could come in and control men, and I don't know who gave her that idea. I don't know if it was the hype, her head got too big, she's following what all these other chicks are doing. Look, from what I understand, I heard Brandon Ingram and Glorilla ain't together no more. So what y'all rapper chicks, y'all don't know, y'all being used to give these NBA players the fan base that they want. They done tap. See, y'all thinking the whole time the women is the victims. It's the men. It's them pro players that's the victims because these women sort these men out. And a lot of y'all women be thinking that y'all can manipulate the man, and that's where y'all be going wrong, bro. Now she need a break. You need a break. Nah, you need to change your whole attitude because that's why y'all women, y'all female rappers with this boisterous attitude and want to make yourselves out to look like, I can't say the word, but it's them girls that be outside that be dressed damn near half naked, and y'all think that that's what attracts these professionals who be around supermodels and wealthier women. Y'all tripping.
Of course, started to explode everywhere, and
Yeah, because everybody thought that they were gonna make it, that they were going to be well, whatever "make it" means, but
we thought that was
Meg's
Meg's.
a longer time.
See, everybody's looking at it from a Meg Thee Stallion standpoint. What about Klay? Klay didn't think that they was gonna make it. Klay already knew she was only there for a specific time. Yeah, Klay was brought up in a household with a proper upbringing. If I'm dealing with you long enough, yes, you can meet the family. That don't mean you gonna become family. She thought that, oh, we out partying. She's, thinking that she's manipulating this man to being trapped in her web. Whole time, Klay's the superstar. Meg, that man got 4 NBA championships. Newsflash, that man got a lot of bread. That man he already come from a famous family. His father played for the Lakers, the old Lakers. You know, Magic Johnson, Kareem, James Worthy, Byron Scott, all them guys. You know what I'm saying? His pops is from that era. So I don't know what you thought you was doing, but let's get into it.
Yeah, Meg's person.
Yep.
She was showing her softer side. This nigga had her golfing. She was cooking for his family.
Yep.
All of that.
When that happened,
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all gonna keep hearing me. Pause this. See? She was this. She was that. She was cooking for his whole family. He didn't ask her to. He could get personal chefs. The man got multi-million-dollars. He didn't need you to be his therapy. He got a professional therapist that's with the team. He just needed some coochie around at the time. That's what you was, Meg. You was a convenience. So at the end of the day, you put yourself out there thinking that, oh, let me just show him how much of a homebody girl I am. But that's not the case. That's not the case because that man already, how many other women he done brought around the family? You ain't the only one, bro.
but I called Meg's team and I'm like, what's going on? They didn't even we didn't even have a conversation. They just sent me the statement right away. And Meg made a further statement basically confirming that she ended the relationship. She said that trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiable for her. And when those
He went outside the relationship and probably had that chick the whole time. So at the end of the day, who cares about what your rep team is saying? You making yourself look like a victim again, just like in the Tory Lanez situation. Free Tory Lanez. Double tap the screen if you rocking with me today, man. This is crazy. Meg bugging. Like, you come out here and you thinking that you can manipulate the world to start some campaign to go against the people that actually treated you exactly how you wanted to be treated. You up there twerking everywhere you can, wearing the littlest things out. So what makes you think that Klay was really going to take you serious, right? You was just convenient cooch, cuz. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 2 in the chat if you disagree. But if you put a 2, drop your comments and agree on and talk to me on what you believe. Because at the end of the day, it's crazy. That's what happens, right? It wasn't WAP. It was DAP. It must have been DAP. D-A-P. It wasn't W-A-P. It was D-A-P. Look at Cardi B. Cardi B thought she was going to be able to manipulate and control Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs already had baby mamas before you. Cardi thought by having a baby she would be able to change Stephon Diggs. You know, love for Cardi B. We love Cardi B. I love Cardi B too. I support the sister. But that's the concept that a lot of people, it's not just women. It's some men thinking they could do it to women too. Like, people got to stop thinking that they can manipulate and control people. You can't control what somebody wants to do with their decisions in life. All you can do is better your chances by keeping it 100. Cardi B should it word. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody makes chances. Everybody thought people who's not out for the best interests of other people, they always out for the come up. People be thinking, and sometimes people win in those situations, but a lot of times people are smart. A lot of people are really, really smart. And for real, she didn't win at all. But she's not a victim here. That man should be thrown under the jail. First and foremost, I have daughters. So anytime you are a grown-ass man and you dealing with an underage kid, you should be dealt with by the father first. If the father want to deal with you, that's what these judicial systems should be doing with these type people. I don't care if the father's involved or not. Let him deal with the males in the family of the young ladies that they be violating. That cat, I have no respect for. I don't care what they do with him. I don't care what they do. Yeah, I don't. Let me see if I could go back. Please stay with me. I know. See the call, man. Dang, man. Dang, man. I hope it don't affect us. I hope it don't affect us. I hope it don't affect us. I listen to all music too with me. I don't know what happened to my screen, but it went black. So.
Oh, I'm driving.
Huh?
I'm driving. So.
No, my phone screen went black. But anyway, I'm still on the show. I'm still rocking. I'm talking about the gun laws that's happening. And Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson in a situation. Klay Thompson and they done broke up or whatever have you. You know, that's how that goes. And, you know, it is what it is. Where you headed? To lunch?
Yeah, I just got something to eat. I almost got jackknifed real bad today.
Yeah?
Yeah, this bitch ran the fucking red light. My shit was green. I fucking go to cross over the intersection. She almost fucking clipped me so hard.
You all right? Your nerves good?
No, I got like shaky. I was like, because it would have been bad. Like, it would have been my side, and she would have fucking fucked my whole shit up.
Oh, man, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, it would have been her fault. She ran the red light, but that's not the point. I just don't need the headache.
Right. What you eating, lunch?
All right, well, go do stuff.
Yeah, hit me when you finish.
All right.
Shout outs to the missus, man. I gotta make sure the missus is okay. She almost had an accident. But back to this, we're gonna listen to what they saying, man.
When those are compromised, there's no real path forward. So she's taking this time to prioritize herself and move forward with peace.
This is why every woman needs male homeboys.
Why?
Because I would have told her from the beginning not to get too open over somebody like Klay Thompson.
Why? Because he's like big name NBA,
Exactly.
all this
Just
money.
a baller. Like, he's a
But
baller.
I don't know. I get what you're saying, but like
People change.
because
And they both have history.
I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying my advice to her would have been, you know, hey, you know, just don't get your nose a little too open, you know, unless he shows you otherwise, because he is an NBA player.
Man, we don't care about what Meg going through. Why y'all thinking that it's a situation Meg's the victim? Meg's not the victim here, y'all. Meg ain't good. Meg ain't good like that. Meg Thee Stallion's not good like that. Meg Thee Stallion's bad people, bad work too, at the end of the day. Nobody can say that that woman is the victim in this situation. What she thought was going to happen. What she thought was going to happen. I mean, honestly, what you thought was going to happen. She's not a victim. I'm tired of people acting. We about to get off of this, but I just want to hear what the Breakfast Club got to say, and then we can elab and have some dialogue. Exactly, Tony Montana 91. If someone shows you who they are, believe them. That's a fact, man. You got to believe who people show you who
They
they
play,
are.
you know, he's still outside, okay? And by the way, they not married. They didn't have kids.
Right.
They weren't even together long. Like,
Seems like it
understand-
happened fast, yeah.
I understand her feelings might be hurt, but it's just like, why are we acting like they was married for 20 years?
I think it's because it's the first time that I felt like it was the first time I saw her actually really submit to a situation.
Right.
She had other relationships, but this
Right,
kind of
yeah.
felt like maybe she kind of like locked it down a bit differently, and even she was pulling up different.
And honestly, his persona, you know, gives off the opposite, or what he shows us gives off the
Y'all
opposite
don't know.
of her dating.
Y'all
We have no
don't
idea.
what persona? Y'all don't know this man.
Not at all. People
Yo, why's everybody got this all messed up? That man watched all her videos. What she thought by dropping those videos, it's a hot girl summer. It's this, it's that. What does she really expect out of that whole situation? Like, she expected that man to really take her serious? He watched her videos? Come on, she was screaming that you. I guess you can't say you got that wet ass. You know what I mean? You can't say you got that wop. You can't say you got that wop. It's out of control if you speaking and saying that you got that wop, because you couldn't even keep a hooper. Tory Lanez was. I mean, I'm telling you, I wouldn't put it past if somebody in Tory Lanez camp said, "Yo, don't do it." Don't do it. Now, I want to bring up something, right, that I was watching earlier, right? And it's talking about new gun laws that's about to hit the United States. And they say in 43 states, it's already a go. So what I'm going to do is I want to listen to what they saying about this gun law thing. And we could get into this and have some dialogue on this too.
Ruling actually says,
I want to talk. Let's listen and then we talk real quick, all right?
the Supreme Court emergency order came down at 11 p.m. last night that nobody saw coming. If you own a gun or want to carry concealed, about to reveal changes everything. The permit system as we know it is effectively over in 43 states, and mainstream media is scrambling to report this, without admitting they were wrong about gun rights for decades. Hit that subscribe button because this emergency ruling affects every gun owner in America, and the information blackout is already...
Shout outs to Legal Firepower. This is a page on YouTube, Legal Firepower, where they give you all legal information as far as gun laws, court laws, new Supreme Court laws, everything that's changing that y'all need to be paying attention to. Let's listen.
Already starting. Here's what happened. At 11:47 p.m. Eastern on April 22nd, 2026, the Supreme Court issued an emergency stay in consolidated cases challenging permit to carry requirements in 8 states. But this wasn't normal. The court issued a directive stay that effectively invalidates permit requirements nationwide while cases proceed. Justice Thomas wrote the one-page order, joined by Roberts, Alito, Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Barrett. The order states, permit requirements that condition the exercise of Second Amendment rights on government approval are stayed pending final resolution. States may conduct background checks, but may not deny or delay carry rights to qualified citizens. Let me break down exactly what this means, which states are affected, what you can do right now, and the critical mistakes that could still get you arrested if you don't understand the nuances. Number 1, here's what the emergency ruling actually says in plain English. The Supreme Court has temporarily halted all discretionary and shall issue permit systems that require government permission before you can carry a firearm. You can now carry concealed in 43 states without waiting for permit approval.
You can carry and conceal in 43 states without approval. Listen, y'all, pay attention.
Systems that require government permission before you can carry a firearm. You can now carry concealed in 43 states without waiting for permit approval, as long as you're legally allowed to own a gun. This doesn't mean permitless carry everywhere yet. It means permit requirements cannot be enforced while the court considers the full cases. But practically, it functions like nationwide constitutional carry for...
So basically, if you are restricted from carrying a firearm, which means if you're currently a felon or have anything that permits you from carrying a firearm in 43 states that allow it, there has to be certain situations that go. Obviously, you got to have a clean record. But I want to listen to what they're talking about, because this is a really big deal that we really, really need to know as people in this country, citizens, if you call yourself a citizen and all that. But they basically saying that you don't need to really have a permit to carry and conceal if you got no felonies and you got a record that's practically clean as fuck. Let's listen.
Permitless carry everywhere yet. It means permit requirements cannot be enforced while the court considers the full cases. But practically, it functions like nationwide constitutional carry for anyone who's not prohibited from owning firearms. The key language is, may not deny or delay. States can still run background checks. They can still have prohibited person categories, but they cannot make you wait weeks or months for a permit card. They cannot require you to prove good cause or proper purpose. The right to carry is now presumed, not conditionally granted. If you're finding this helpful, imagine what you'll learn in my next video where I break down which specific state laws just became unenforceable and what local police are being told to do. Subscribe now.
You gotta subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to his channel, y'all. Subscribe to this channel.
Now so you don't miss it. Number 2.
Legal firepower.
2. Here are the 43 states where this changes everything immediately. The ruling affects every state that had any form of permit requirement beyond instant background checks. That includes all waiting periods, most states, all may issue states, California, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Massachusetts, Hawaii, Delaware, Rhode Island, in states with training requirements that delay carry rights. The only states largely unaffected are the 25 constitutional carry states that already had permitless carry: Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, West Virginia, and Wyoming. But here's what most people are missing. Even constitutional carry states often had reciprocity issues or location restrictions. This ruling creates a framework where carry rights apply uniformly across state lines for the first time. We're heading toward de facto national reciprocity. For the 43 affected states, here's what changed overnight. In California, you no longer need to prove good cause to carry. In New York, the CCIA permit requirements are unenforceable. In New Jersey, the justifiable need standard is dead. In every shall issue state, waiting periods beyond background check time are suspended. Number 3, here's what you can and cannot do right now under this emergency ruling. This is critical because getting...
He said justifiable means, so that means there is no such thing as justifiable homicide in spots like New York and them. You feel me? So, gotta take your chances with the situation.
Here's what changed overnight. In California, you no longer need to prove good cause to carry. In New York, the CCIA permit requirements are unenforceable. In New Jersey, the justifiable need standard is dead. In every shall issue state, waiting periods beyond background check time are suspended. Number 3, here's what you can and cannot do right now under this emergency ruling. This is critical because getting this wrong means felony charges. What you can do: carry a concealed firearm in public if you legally own guns, not a prohibited person. Carry without waiting for a permit card to arrive. Carry in states that previously denied non-resident permits. And exercise carry rights immediately upon passing a background check. What you cannot do: carry if you're a prohibited person, felon, domestic abuser, etc. Carry in federally restricted areas, courthouses, federal buildings, airports. Ignore state-specific prohibited locations that survive constitutional scrutiny. Actual school buildings.
Basically, you can't be a felon, can't carry no pistol near no school grounds, in school grounds. Just have a clean record. You know what I'm saying? Have a clean record.
Secure areas. Assume this applies to open carry laws. Ruling is specific to concealed carry. The legal standard is simple. If you can legally purchase a handgun after a background check, you can carry it concealed in public. States cannot add additional permission requirements beyond the background check itself. Quick legal note: this is educational information about the emergency ruling. This is not legal advice. Laws are changing rapidly and enforcement varies by jurisdiction. Always verify current law in your state and consult with a...
That's a must. You always got to be sure and be clear and do research about what's happening in your particular state or any state that you travel to. You must look up the laws because all laws don't apply to every state. Each state has their own specific set of laws that can allow you to get away with certain things or just be in the clear. At the end of the day, you always got to do research, but there are new laws that's being made about these gun permits. You feel what I'm saying? Jim Jones almost got booked today. I mean, I'm not today, but Jim Jones almost got arrested. Shout outs to Jim Jones, too, because he had a real valid point. And we going to get into this, right? We're going to get into this, man, because it's definitely something to talk about because these department stores and all these people, right? Especially at these big time corporations, right? Y'all be overdoing it. Y'all be overdoing it. And honestly speaking, y'all do really be treating some patrons with a lot of disrespect. Y'all just think that some people who can buy the store practically is in there trying to pull a scam on something when it's obvious that y'all have to honor y'all situations. You feel me? If y'all make the mistake, then y'all have to honor that. Y'all really have to honor that.
There's a clip going crazy right now, and people are split right down the middle. This time, it's not rap drama or industry pop.
See, and that's what it is. People are split down the middle. Nobody's supposed to be divided by this situation. Nobody's supposed to be divided. Nobody's supposed to be divided at this situation. For real, for real. Let's get into it, man. Shout outs to All Urban Central. We gonna listen to what All Urban Central.
Why is everyone using Ninja Transfers?
We gonna talk All Urban Central. That's a great podcast. They show you great stuff. So let's get into what they got.
This manager decided to take upon himself to tell me what I've done wrong. So tell the people that you're mad that I found these locks for $78 because y'all put the wrong price. Y'all put the wrong price. You don't want to look at me now? You just had a lot to say. You don't have nothing to say? You're mad that I found. What's up, dog? How you feeling? They had the price under it, and we know that all stores, when you make a mistake and keep the items under the price, they have to honor it. You came over here while I was having a conversation with a nice black young lady and proceeded to say, oh, if we place our items anywhere, then that's the price, right?
There's a lot of people that don't need positions in life that they have, especially when it be positions of power. Because some people let that shit go to their head and then they start talking to people with disrespect and all types of shit. And a lot of people be thinking they be protected by not getting punched in the mouth or assaulted in that matter, because most people be baiting and trying to bait people into really harming them. This is a manager who stepped in and interrupted a whole situation. Now, he was talking to somebody, don't matter what color she is. If the price is on the actual product, then, and they didn't change the price, whether it was on sale and then it went back to regular pricing, it was up to the store, the manager, and everybody that works at the store to take them things off the shelf, put the proper on them, put them back on the shelf. What they did is they left him, he found them, and he found them. Some people just take them and push them to the back. But Jim Jones have found these items, and they had the discount price, must have been half off or some type of percentage off of the regular price, and Lowe's was like, no. Those is not that price, and this, that, and the third, and we don't have to honor the customer, and this, that, and the third. And then you got the manager who's power drunk, comes over and tries to exert his managerial position, but you're still a human being. You're still a regular person. And then he gets disrespectful. Now he gets put on blast. Jim puts him on camera all over the world, see it. And he's in his feelings, and he calls the police. And y'all thinking that when y'all bait people, y'all think that the police can solve matters, and the police can't do shit. They just gonna stand there and try and resolve the matter first and find out what's happening. Now, if Lowe's is in the wrong, put a 1 in the chat if Lowe's is in the wrong. If they not, put a 2 in the chat, tell me why. But we gonna finish listening to this.
That's how you treat a customer at Lowe's? Are you the manager? You said you're the manager, right? So instead of de-escalating the situation, you added fuel to the fire. You didn't come over here with service. You came over here with bad service. Huh? Why? Because I'm a black man trying to do good things? Or what was it? Because I was talking to a...
Now, Jimmy's making it a color issue. Nah, he was just wrong for doing what he was doing. Or was he right? Bringing color into a regular civil matter is not really important. That's not the all actual importance of this situation. What happened is that the company made an error, and instead of putting the proper price tag on the product, they left it somebody up. No need to bring no color up in this situation. I don't like Jim in this point, but in all actuality, when it comes to finding a product that they made the error on, they have to honor that. But Jim don't have to bring color. Why does it got to always be about color, man? If somebody's wrong, shit shouldn't even be about color, bro. It should be about facts and fiction.
To a black lady. Huh? You have nothing to say? Well, this is going right to Lowe's. Right to Lowe's. I hope that you got your job, bro. What's up, brother?
Now, that's what Jim is supposed to do. If you have a problem with somebody that's in a power position at the actual location, well, you somebody famous, is that easy to get corporate on the line. It's that easy to get corporate on the line because you doing this, you making it about color. I mean, you get the manager on video, but don't make it about color. You just get the manager on video. You shouldn't even mention it about color. You can send it to corporate, because there's somebody that supersedes him. Of course they would have. That's another thing with the world today. Seasons troll, and some people do feel that way, and some people will honor it. You know, a lot of people out here are really messed up in the mind and thinking that just because you a certain color, I have to treat you foul. We understand that some people are taught the shit. They can't break the bottle on hatred and let the hate just pour out in the garbage. Some people was just taught to be fucking nasty ass people. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of the shit. Certain franchises, certain people at work, certain people in positions of power have racial thoughts. And unfortunately, that's what made this country. This country was made off of that.
Brother, how you feeling? What's going on? What's up, bro? How you feeling?
Now the police show up.
They trying to kick me out because they made the wrong price on their stuff. So ask them. And the guy said, yes, it is $78.
This is Lowe's policy. We're refusing service.
Remember, you're going to be viral.
Now, this is the crazy shit. The manager calls the police and tells him that they're refusing service. Why do y'all company people see? That was just because he didn't want Jim to get the fucking products. That's the foul shit behind that. He should be reported. He should lose his job. This kid should lose his job, bro. Word to mother. This kid should lose his job, yo. I'm going to show y'all because I want y'all to see, man. This kid should lose his job. I think so. Let's see. I think so.
You're going to be viral. I don't think Lowe's is going to like this. You see how they treat him? You see how they treat us, Lowe's? You're going to be viral in the morning. Lowe's. This is how you manage it. This is how you manage your acts, Lowe's. My name is Joseph Jones. Joseph Jones.
Yeah, right?
I got you. Yeah.
So that's what he told me. He told me, look.
Well, you don't really have to explain nothing to them. The social media will explain it to them later. And this guy, they will know your name in seconds, bro. You're going to be so viral later for trying to cause this problem. You don't want to de-escalate. You're supposed to be the manager. I hope you have a job for your family.
Look at him. He disappears now. He dips. Caused all that and he dips.
In the morning. Now you disappeared because you called police? For what? For what?
Wow.
Can you get someone behind me? Why didn't he park? He was supposed to be home in 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but he came.
Well, right now, while we're here, can you get someone else to ring him up?
Now somebody else to ring him up. The manager just came out here and told me that I can't shop in here. He said I did something wrong.
Yeah, but Dave went to check the price
It
to
doesn't matter. The
verify.
price was wrong. We had to give it to him anonymous.
Okay, that's all I need.
Oh, they're gonna be so viral tomorrow. The price is wrong. I'm right, and he made me feel like a criminal. He just where's the guy that was?
Look at that there. Look at that there, B. Matter resolved, and the kid was wrong. Now he about to lose his job because he just showed his racist side, bro.
Right here, that just came out here and said this is our policy. This is what happens too much in America. You heard? Pardon me. And I don't like to have my phone out, but shit gets spooky when police come around, especially when we're innocent.
We're gonna figure this out, right?
You can figure it out, bro. I'm just doing what's allowed to do in America, my brother. Is yelling a crime?
No.
Okay then, bro. Like, just leave me alone. You wasn't done wrong. I was.
Right.
My money's still up there. They take my money. All right, bet.
Right, Jim. Tell
You don't want to come outside and talk to me, bro?
Right.
You don't want to come outside and say you was wrong and apologize?
Yeah.
Maybe I won't post it.
Yeah.
You don't want to say I apologize?
Yeah.
You don't want to turn around?
Yeah.
You don't want to let the people know what you did, how you wronged me?
Yeah,
You
Jim.
could have de-escalated the situation as a good manager and saved face for Lowe's. I come in here every week. What happened? You keep walking away. That's
Yeah,
bad
Jim.
management skills. You have no customer service skills whatsoever.
Yeah, Jim. I give Jim credit on this one, man. Shout outs to Jim Jones, man. That's how you handle that, man. Some product that was worth, I guess it was locks for his studio or whatever they got going on. They bought some locks, and the locks must have been real expensive before, but they must have had a sale at Lowe's. You know how these spots be having these sales and shit, and they be trying to, grab people to come get the shit. They got new shipments, new stocks and shit. So they saw it. Maybe they changed the prices on certain boxes or didn't change. They had to just leave the shit because they didn't change no price. They came in, they looked for what they was looking for. Probably they had other locks like that in comparison that was expensive, and they saw sturdy, durable locks at a cheaper price. And the manager first tried to step in and say, nah, that ain't the price, this, that, and the third. And Jim said you have to honor the price. The policy is that you have to honor the price. So the manager is sparking up some bullshit, and he calls the police. And when the police get there, it switches up, because it goes from, oh, that ain't the price, that's a different price. And now when the police show up, is we're refusing his service. So now when the police get there, Jim breaks it down, got it all over the place on media, people's breaking it down, and when it comes out, the manager was wrong. He dipped, he ran, he hid, and Jim should take that tape and send it to corporate. That man shouldn't be working at that spot or any department store no more. He should be flagged just like how they flag people for stealing and put their pictures up. His picture needs to go up. What's fair is fair, man. He violated, and then he dipped and acted like he didn't do nothing wrong, and he lied. And thank God Jim was taping it, because it's mad different versions of what they're trying to tell the police. Now it goes from him interrupting the conversation Jim was having with the young lady about the price. She gets the manager. He comes. He tries to exert his power, say, nah, it ain't that. It's this, and you got to pay this. And Jim's like, nah, I ain't got to pay that. This is what the price is and store policy is, and I know, because Jim is not a fool. Jim is smart. Jim is smart. So Jim is breaking down stuff. The manager's like, nah. Probably didn't like Jim Jones' music. Probably didn't like how flashy Jim Jones was. Probably didn't like black people. We don't know what it was. But at the end of the day, professionally, he fucked up. And now he got to answer to his higher-ups. He might not have a fucking job no more, because, just like Jim said, this shit is already viral. And once the shit hit the internet and go viral, it's over. Pretty much, that's it. That's it. Lot going on, man. Yeah, man, like I said, man, you got to stay focused and you got to do research. Shout out to my brother Shay Baby TV, man. He put me on. I was just going out to, help him, just show up. He wanted me to pull up with him out there to the Delaware event, man. Shout outs to 3-on-3 Compete Guard Play. Shout outs to everybody involved with that, man. My homeboy was tired by the last day, and they asked him to do the announcing. And I do announcing. I announce games and shit, too. And I said, yo, relax, bro. I'll do it. You gave me the mic, no freaky. I was announcing the games, and the energy was so dope. I wasn't expecting no bread. I ended up getting paid. So shout outs to my brother Shay Baby at Shay Baby TV. And the lady told him, and he told me on the way home, that the lady want to hire me to be an announcer at her events. I ended up getting an announcer gig with these cats out in Philly. Shout outs to Quell, the hoop therapist. I gave him that nickname at the 3-on-3 event. So I got a gig in Philly. I'm waiting to put that together and see how that goes. So shout outs to everybody that's involved, but ultimately shout outs to my brother at Shea Baby TV for even giving me the opportunity to step out and go, just go be on the scene with him. I ended up getting some work, and now it's up. I got a media personnel gig now. So shout outs to my brother. You heard? Shay be on tomorrow, man. I spoke to Shay earlier today. Shay said he's just gonna take a day off because he was really worked. They worked him. They worked him the whole weekend. No freaky. They had him doing mad interviews, hosting. He was the energy. Shay's energy. Shay got energy. So Shay, I told him. I said, yo, rest is everything. Take a day off. I'll go on, talk about it a little bit, and y'all know Shay gonna bring forth the footage and all that, and he's going to show y'all everything. And if you don't know, just follow his page on Instagram at Shea Baby TV. You can see glimpses of, behind the scenes, a little bit of footage coverage and all that on his page. But he'll be on tomorrow. I got to get out, get to work. I just had to jump on and get my own opinion on what's going on with these particular subjects. And just like y'all get to the money, I got to get to the money. I got some things I got to do. I got to put together some designs for the new stacked chicken. The new stacked chicken edition that's about to drop, the Hood Proud edition. I got so many hats and stuff up in here. I'm about to go give somebody a job and put them on and give them a bag, like 100 hats, and sell them $10 a hat, and we split the money, 60-40. At the end of the day, it's all about helping somebody get up out the mud, man. Especially if you came up out the mud, if you don't know what that's about, then continue to help somebody that could use it, man. Everybody needs some help nowadays, and you can't do it by yourself. Yo, make your circle a dot. Keep your grass cut. Watch for the snakes. Be observant of your surroundings. But most importantly, stack chicken, y'all. Till next time. I'll be on the show tomorrow. Shea Baby TV will drop tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. on YouTube. Just follow the show at Shea Baby TV, man, for all sports highlights, updates, music, entertainment, vlogging, whatever, media, whatever. We everywhere. Now it's going up. Shout outs to everybody that tuned in, man. Love is love. Yo, Brian, follow me on Instagram or send me an email, man, and I'll let you know all that information. I'm actually from Westchester. It's New Rochelle, New York. And that's right near the Bronx and Mount Vernon, New York, and Yonkers. Like, right near Jadakiss and all that. Like, shout out to Jay. Know him personally. Like, we got a friendship and a rapport. So, stay tuned tomorrow. Check Shea Baby TV at Shea Baby TV on YouTube, 10:30 in the morning. Love is love. Get to the money.